welcome to our YouTube channel. I am KK Shukla, Master Teacher of Mathematics. Today we are going to represent irrational number on number line. If you like our channel, then thank you for that. And have not done it, then please like, share and subscribe. Friends, in previous classes, you have to know how to represent rational number on number line. But today we are going to learn how to represent irrational number on number line. Before, you should know what is irrational number. So friends, what is irrational number? Irrational number, a number is called irrational number which can be written in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. For examples, root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7, root 8, root 10, root 11, root 12, root 13, root 14, root 15, 5, 0.10, 100, 100, 1 etc. These are irrational numbers. These are examples of irrational numbers. So today we are going to represent such type of number on number line. Before that, we should also know what is Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? In right angle triangle ABC, right angle at B, then the opposite side of right angle is hypotenuse and this side is perpendicular and one side is base. So you can see here in right angle triangle ABC, right angle and D, then the opposite side of right angle is hypotenuse. You can represent this by letter H, perpendicular by P and base by B. So we can write by Pythagoras theorem, we can write this side, longest side square means h square hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square plus base square, p square plus base square. Or you can write in the form of a, b and c, hypotenuse ac square, this will be written as ac square equal to ab square plus BC square, AB square plus BC square. This is a Pythagoras theorem. Now friends, let's see one example how to represent root 2 on number line. Since root 2 is not perfect square number, then let n equal to 2. Now we have to find the value of root n minus 1 till when we get the perfect square number. If you get the perfect square number, then we have to locate first of all that point. Here root n equal to 2, root 2. Now we find the root n minus 1. Root n minus 1 is equal to root 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. You write here 1. Square root of 1 equal to 1. Now you draw a number line. This is a number line. Fix one point. This fixed point is 0. With the help of compass, you take 1 unit distance and cut the arc, mark the length 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, 1, 2, 3. This is the point 1. Now the length of 1 unit 0 to 1 unit here. This is the point O and this is the point A. This length is 1 unit. Now at point A, with the help of protractor, or you can say that with the help of D, you draw a perpendicular line. This is the perpendicular line, and this perpendicular line you cut. You take 1 unit distance in compass, and at point A you cut an arc. Suppose this is the point B. Now join OB. This is the length of 1 unit. Now using Pythagoras theorem, this is the perpendicular, means this it will be right angle. Now with the help of Pythagoras theorem, this is a 1 unit and this is a 1 unit. Opposite side of right angle is hypotenuse, means hypotenuse OB square equal to OA square plus AB square. You can find here in right angle triangle OAB, right angle at B, right angle at B. By using Pythagoras theorem, opposite side of right angle is hypotenuse OB square is equal to OA square plus AB square. OA square plus AB square. Substitute the value OA 1 square plus AB 1 square. OB square is equal to 1 square 1 plus 1 square 1. Now OB square equal to 1 plus 1 2. Find square root of both sides. Finding square root, then we get OB equal to root 2. Means this length OB represent root 2, but we need to represent this length on this number line. For that, taking O as a center, OB as a radius, with the help of compass, draw an arc which intersect this number line at point C. Now OC represent root 2. This length is represent root 2. Here OC equal to root 2. Similarly, we can represent root 3 on number line. Let n equal to 3. Now root 3 is not perfect square number, then you have to find the value of n minus 1. Therefore root n minus 1 equal to root 3 minus 1 equal to root 2. Again, root 2 is not perfect square number, then we continue the process. Again we write root 2 minus 1. This will be equal to root 1 equal to 1. Now in first step, draw a number line. This is the number line. This is a fixed point 0. With the help of compass, you take 1 unit distance in compass and mark 1, 2, 3. This point is 1, 2 and 3. First of all, here is the 1 unit. So this length is 1 unit, then this is the point O and this is the point A. This is the 1 unit. At point A, you draw perpendicular with the help of protractor. This is the perpendicular line. This is 1 unit distance, and you take this length, you take in compass, and at point A you cut an arc. This is the point B. Now you join OB. This is 1 unit. It is also 1 unit. Using Pythagoras theorem, it will be 1 plus 1, 2. Square root of 2 is root 2. This length is root 2. But we need to represent root 3. Again, at point B, with the help of protractor, again you draw the perpendicular line. And taking 1 unit distance in compass, at point B, you cut an arc here. Suppose this point is C. Now join OC. This is the right angle triangle. This is 1 unit distance. Again using Pythagoras theorem. This side square plus this side square equal to this side square. Root 2 square 2. 1 square 1. 2 plus 1 3. OC square equal to 3. Then OC equal to root 3. This OC represent root 3. But we need to represent this length on this number line. Therefore, O as a center, OC, radius, and with the help of compass, draw an arc which intersect number line at point T. Now OD represent this length, represent root 3. Now we are going to solve exercise 1.2. Question number 1. State whether the following statements are true or false. Justify your answer. First part, every irrational number is real number. It is true. Since we know that collection of real numbers is made up of rational and irrational number. Second part, every point on number line is of the form of root m, where m is natural number. We know that the square root of 4 is equal to plus minus 2, so it is false. Since no negative numbers can be square root of natural number. We know that square root of 4 is equal to plus minus 2. But if m is natural number, then we know that natural number is starting from 1 to infinity. But here is plus minus 2. So the negative number can be square root of natural number. It is false. Now third part, every real number is an irrational number. It is false. Because since 2 is a rational number but not irrational. Now question number 2. Next question. Are the square roots of all positive integers is irrational? If not, give an example of square root of number that is a rational number. No. Are the square root of all positive integer is irrational number? No. Because root 9, since root 9 equal to 3 is rational number. It is not irrational number. Let's move to the next question. Question number 3. So, how root 5 can be represented on the number line? As you know that root 5 is not perfect square number. So, let n equal to 5. Now, we have to find the value of root n minus 1. Root n minus 1 equal to root 5 minus 1 equal to root 4. Square root of root 4 equal to 2. Now we draw a number line. This is the number line. This is a fixed point 0. Now in a compass we take 1 unit distance and mark 1 unit, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now first of all, this is the 2. We represent root 2. Where is 2? 2 unit. This is 1 unit and this is 2 unit. Suppose this is the point O and this is the point A. Now at point A, draw a perpendicular line with the help of protractor. This is the perpendicular line. Now taking 1 unit distance, always you take on perpendicular line 1 unit distance. Take 1 unit distance in compass and at point A you cut an arc. This is the point B. Now join OB. This is the 2 unit length. It is 1 unit length. Using Pythagoras theorem, we get OB is equal to root 5 because OA square 2 square 4 AB square 1 square 1 4 plus 1 5 square root of 5 is square root of 5. This length OB represent root 5, but we have to represent this length on number line. Taking O as a center, OB radius. With the help of compass, draw an arc which intersect this line at point C. Now OC represent root 5. OC equal to root 5. That's all. Thank you very much and thank you for watching to this video. Please like, share and subscribe to this video.